Hey guys, it's SurvivorDude. On today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make and attach an arrowhead. So, the basic things that you'll need is obviously some pieces of rock, just that you've broken off. You'll need glue. I'm using wood glue. You could use like glue that you make in the wild, like sap, you could just use too. Then you need a bit of thread. You need your arrow that you'll be attaching your end to. A saw, which really comes in handy. You'll need, I like to use two types of nails. The ideal thing you would want to use is a copper, little like spike almost, or a sharpened antler. Those are the best ways to do this, but I don't have any of those, so I'm just using, you can see, one bigger one with a rounder head and a smaller one with a really sharp edge, so I can do the finer work. This comes to the end for like manicuring and stuff. And then I like to use an oven mitt or just like a towel. You can use that, you can lay it on your lap and do this, or what I like to do, you just put on the glove and then you can hold the rock and then you can chip away at it in your hand, but your hand's protected also. And the cloth helps the rock break where you want it to. If not, if you don't have one of these, it could just like shatter the whole thing. It can be very difficult. Okay, well, let's get started, I guess. So, to get one of these fragments, all you need to do is you would get your, like a smashing rock. Then this is all I did. This is called conchoidal fracture. You take your rock and hold it just like that and hit it like that, and then a fragment would come off the bottom, which all of these are, every single one. So it's not that big of a deal. Once you get those, then comes the fun part of making them into your arrowheads. So I'll start with this one. So you can see it's very rough and stuff. Not much. It doesn't look much like an arrowhead quite yet. But what I'm going to do is take my glove. I'm going to decide where I want my point, probably at that end. So I'll hold it, and then all you do, now this is called pressure flaking, all you're going to do is start flaking away. Here, I'll show you. Focus. There we go. What you're going to do is put it like on the edge, push down and away, and you see the fragments come off. Then you're going to keep doing that until it gets nice and sharp and you can form it into the shape that you want. You can see how there's already a bunch of little stuff from it breaking off, so I'm just going to go ahead, shape it a bit, and show you where I am in a little while. Okay, so you can see I've got a little kind of concave little indent in the back there, and then you can see I've got the point pretty much good, and there's the back. I like to have a concave little slope like I said. Now the only thing left to do, there's a couple things left to do, but one thing is you need to make two little indents here and here, and then you can just finish it up with my smaller nail I'm going to do, just to make it nice and sharper, more sharp I guess. So an example, here's one of my other ones that I made today. You can see how it's got the two little indents in it. That you're going to use for wrapping with your little what is it? just thread to hold it on. So see, again, concave little thing on the bottom. So I'm just going to do that with this one, and this one will be pretty much done. So let's keep going. So what you want to do then, when you're pressure flaking, you want to flake one side nice and well, like as much as you can. And then what you want to do is then flip it over and do the other side, because you won't be able to just do one side the whole time. You need to keep flipping it. Okay, so you can see how I've got a notch there and a notch on the other side. So they're a bit big, but it's all good because my arrow is only so big. They don't need to go that far past. So what I'm going to do is just pressure flake again. Just pressure flake off a bit of this edge to make it a bit thinner. So just be careful now, because if I take this whole thing off, then I won't have my little notch anymore. So okay, there's a finished arrowhead. Of course, you can make them however you want. There's lots of different designs, but I like mine either like this, with a kind of pointed top and then almost a roundish going down, or like my other one, just like straight up and down. But I like to have a little concave and then the little notches, of course, but I try to make them go down or just ain't as straight as possible, so it'll make things easier when I'm putting them on. So that's how you make an arrowhead. Now I'm going to show you guys how to attach it. So first thing, what you're going to want to do is, since your arrowhead is fairly thick, you want to split a notch. So that's where your saw comes in, but you need to be very careful because you're going to be cutting towards yourself. So just going to start on the top, make a notch down, fit it, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, so you can see I made my notch in the top. I made a couple indents just where the thread is going to go. So now when I put this in, fits in there nice and snug, and push it down as far as it can go, and then see the threads are going to wrap around there and then on the bottom and with an X. So I've got myself a bit of thread, and I'm going to use the same technique I used on making my bush bow. You make the loop, you pass it around once, and then pull through the loop and pull it tight. That'll give it some nice strength. But I need to add my glue. So we get our loop. It's on one side. Loop around once. Take the other end of the thread. Pass it through the loop. Grab that. And then we pull it. And then we wrap it around the other way. And pull that tight. That's really going to hold it in there nice and secure. Then what you're going to do with this thread, so you're going to want to pass it down, come down to the bottom side of this, then go around a couple times if you want. Just put this on here. Go around a couple times if you want, then go back up, and just alternate going down and up and crossing. Okay, so there it is, all wrapped up, and I put a bit more glue on just to hold it all in place. So here's another one that I did. You can see pretty much same thing. Wrapped around. When the glue dries, it's pretty much clear. But see, that's the same thing. Got the little notches in each. And if these get dull, what you can do is just sharpen them up just by pressure flaking them all again. and it's not that hard to do. So hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope to see you guys in other videos. Thanks for watching.